Hello friends, do you like boats? Or ships? I mean, all ships are boats, obviously, but not all boats are ships. And here we are at New York. And it's picking up. It's what's happening. I've left it running for maybe as long as 10 minutes to see what happens. There goes a ship. I'll point at it. But try not to move the... See, there's a ship over there. Look. There's a ship here, look. It's coming in now. Up the brand new New York Canal, which at the moment is more of just a gully hacked out of the landscape, but it's certainly doing the business. I wonder where this one's going. Up the river? Yeah, I reckon it probably is. At that, it's working. I'm not surprised. You might be, but then you'd be wrong. Here we go, look, we've even got queuing going on here. We've got ship 7 is waiting to come in. That's less than ideal. Yeah, I know. Given the time it takes these to actually fill up. You've filled up with, nothing. Now, it does say passengers there. Don't worry about that. It does take everything. It's more that it also takes passengers. There you go. We've got thrusters moving it away from the port side. That's super. Over here, we've got a little bit of action coming in. Ready to be exchanged. And as you can see from the routes, apart from Utopia Planitia, which wants for nothing at the moment, that's a little disheartening. But I think that'll probably pick up, because if we head up the coast here and look at Port Miggins, you'll see there is oil waiting to happen, and that oil will very merrily head out to Utopia Planitia, which is going to be superb. The last bit that we made, so see, look, there's some stuff waiting to happen everywhere here. It's great. And then if we turn our attention to Migo, not Migo, this is Planitia. All right, okay. You'll see that we've got our little iron supply here is waiting to be picked up. Here's the little iron supply ship, which bizarrely enough is making some cash. I wouldn't have thought it possible. Now, it's not going to get a full load on there. It'll get, 30, 40 before it goes, I'm bored, and just sails across the river to drop off. But that's fine. If that keeps it in the blue, then I'm flaming happy as a monkey. That's all good. So this is helping the mainline station here at Utopia Planitia do a little bit more. The big one, though, is that this road fuel system, we're going to have to up the tempo on that in terms of the number of vehicles in order to make it, properly viable. Something like that? Yeah, I'll probably do the trick. You reckon that's enough? It's enough for now. We'll revisit it when we find out whether or not it's doing enough. If it's not doing enough, it's not. This passenger station's busy. Oh, it's only 20 or so. That's because it's loading. Oh, okay. No, good. So it's all going well. The money's going up at a frightening rate. Which means that I'm just going to have to work harder to spend it. How many you got waiting here? Look at 321 people waiting to go to Gotham. All right. I mean, that's going, we'd like another train, please. Anyway, on the subject of trains, today we're going to be running from Gotham Forest down past Gotham, possibly even through Gotham via the station, which is going to be dramatic. We'll then maybe... I say maybe, we will be making a stop off at the sawmill. We'll then continue our journey forwards, branching off when we get to Raccoon City and going, how the heck am I going to get into that station? Okay, so you've got that to look forward to. And you've got that to look to now. Yes, here we go. Right then, how are we going to make this work, you clown? Another track. Okay, right. So, to start with, is this bit of road actually doing anything at all? I think this is giving us nothing at all. Right, well, stop that then. It's silly. Right, do that. Yeah. And then turn the bulldozer off. Grab this. Configure the bad boy. Then head in. Yeah. And kill this off. Oh, but I built that and it was lovely. No, you didn't. It came with the flaming station and you know it. Right, and then bang in some track. Do you want full-length track on this? Which way are you going to approach this? You either come from Riverside or you come from the other side. I think Riverside gives us more room to manoeuvre. Then use that room to manoeuvre correctly. Alright, yeah, no, this is it. This is going to work. Alright, and then give me cargo platforms. Right, stick them in here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right, some sort of entryway. We'll just use the cheeky steps for now, because I'm not entirely sure what that was for in the first place, but we better make sure we continue with that motif just in case it's important. I've very little idea as to what's important or not. Now, just because not that tall, you don't. No, go down to there, take the brush size down a bit, and then just bring this up to about the same height as the platform itself, and the same there. Oh, look, there's a mainline train. In this time that I've been talking, I've made another 10 million quid. I'm just floating that out there for you. Just in case you wanted something floating, that's floating for you. Yeah, and I'll tell you something else. We're not a million miles away from upgrading all of those mainline trains to probably run the Atlantic on there, hauling more wagons. And that's going to be great. Okay, right, so here we go. We now need regular track coming out from here, and then pulling some kind of a manoeuvre that would lead it up that way, but without electrification, because that's not how we roll. Okay, where are we going? That way. Yeah, I know we're going that way. Do you want to get onto the main line? Oh, it's not even a main line, that's a passenger line. We don't really want this to be an isolated, independent route, do we? No. We want to get in the way of passenger trains. Right, well, let's go and get in the way of passenger trains then. Right. Okay, so we'll go along here. I'm going to be snaking this thing on and off passenger lines all the time. Now, if we go flat, is that going to create us a tunnel? Yeah. Do we want a tunnel? You know what? In this situation, yeah, I think we actually might. Normally, I would fight against such things. One may even say rail against such things. Purely because it would spoil the aesthetic. But in this case, I think we've got enough aesthetic going on already that we could just do this. Well, this is not getting in the way of passenger trains. It might do later on, especially if I decide that I actually need twice as many trains going up and down the Gotham line. Yeah, okay, alright. So, effectively, we're just doing a bit of double tracking here, and it might lead to additional... Wow, okay, well, this is a wrinkle. Right. Now, you are going to want to stop off here. Can I get a... How close is that to the... And questions that sound similar to that. Give me this. Yeah, one platform. About 120 metres will be enough. If I were to just, cheekily go, hello. All right, I'm your new neighbours. Oh, really? There's more than one of you? No. Right, it's only going to work. Is it? Yeah, look at that. That's it. Working. You lucky git. I know. It's great to be me. Yeah, it's a bit close to the other track, though, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's also turn the electrification off. Thank you. Right, okay. That's looking peachy. Oh, you don't deserve it. I know I don't. It's okay. I'm taking it. That's great. It is rather close to the main line, but I don't care. I think you should bulldoze that. No, I think I should as well. Yeah. Right, and then if we are going to run a third track here, which obviously we're going to, it wouldn't make sense to work it onto that tunnel only to pull it out the other side. Why wouldn't it? Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, it probably would make sense to do that. Okay, all right, okay. In which case, you're going to want to do that. Yeah, and then snap the track to the end of it. Yeah. Oh, it's just... It's like the Prince of Darkness when it comes to this kind of stuff. I know, it's great. Right, give me this. Yeah. Although saying that, of all the things I could have sold my soul to the devil for, I think I possibly didn't get the best deal. Right. Well, that doesn't fit anymore. Ow! Yeah, I know, but there's no need to have a tantrum there, child. Just make it happen. All right. It was happening, then you bulldozed it. Yeah, doesn't want to happen now, does it? No, you might have to shuffle the whole shebang here. I don't want to shuffle the whole shebang. Alright, get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of this. It was a beautiful dream, but it's not to be. Maybe not that way. Maybe there's a slightly different way we can do it. Alright, so about... Oh, okay, I guess there then. My finger slipped? Yeah, okay, I mean, you've used that excuse a few times. It's not a very good excuse. That's right, it's going to work. 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 You don't deserve that. Yeah. Ah, no, it's brilliant. That's terrific. Yeah. Wow, it's almost like I thought I was going to do this. It is, isn't it? Did I actually say that I was going to do this? I don't think I did. But just in case I did, I've now done it. So everything is going according to plan. Right, we'll then slap it straight back onto the main line again. Signals. Yep. I'm not going to run out of money, though, so you'll be all right there. There you go. Slip that up. That's very tasteful. You know what? It's not half bad. You've got to do the junction down here, but other than that, you know, that has come out quite well. Right. So there's your tunnel. Yeah. And then that's where you've missed it. Right, okay, here. Well, I think we can, if we pause up, I think we can just repurpose what we've got here already. Yeah, I know I've broken it. Shut up. Right. Yeah, do that. Yes. And then you are going to need a diamond, probably, on this. Yeah. But that's going to work out just fine. There you go. Right. And then we might as well take this much further down and diamond her up about here. There you go. Here you go, I bought you some diamond. Just one? Yes. It's not the biggest one, is it? No. No. It's rather disappointing. There you go. Have some of that. Oh, it's remarkable. Right, just see which way the train's going, would you? It's not going anywhere at all. It's because you're on boats. Boats don't go on this. Oh. That's, yeah, very good. That's buses. Try this one. Hey, worked first time. Good. Right, now we'll bang in the signals, otherwise I will forget. We'll stick one there, but we won't make it one way. We'll stick one here, but we won't make it one way. Careful. No, you'll be right. You sure? Yeah. Okay. You sure? No. Yes. Yes, I am sure. Okay, right, fine. Alright, there we go. That one does need to be one way. Alright, so we'll put that there, and we'll do the same. In fact, given that this is going to be freight and passenger, we'll go signal nuts on this. Right, now, you're next going to need, not one way, but two. The station will act as your signals. Okay, yep. Make sure you've double slipped stuff, please. Yes, I will. Get off that. Get on this. That one's activated. Let's put in a bit more signalling. Let's make this no longer two-way. Bit of that. Yeah. And then something like this over here. And that's only because of the volume of traffic. See, more signals handle more traffic. It's as simple as that. And that's why I do it, because I'm simple too. Where are we going for the next one? All the way over here. Now, are you seriously suggesting that the right thing to do here is to continue on this passenger line and then even motor through the passenger station itself? Well, the smart money would be on bulldoze the station. I'm not going to do that. Okay. But the smart money would be on bulldoze the station and occupy the middle line before, you know, re-emerging over onto business. Yeah. No, we're not doing that. Instead, we are going to hang an aggressive corner about here to head up to a little station there. Oh, that's nice. You know what else? What? We're ahead of schedule today. Well, that's good. Yeah, it means that what we're going to be able to do is going to deploy the train, maybe apply a couple of upgrades here and there, and watch the whole thing do its thing. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it is good. Have we got a depot that actually works with this bit of track pointing south? No. Do you think maybe we ought to make one? No, I think we can actually use up that bit of extra time that I said we have that we probably don't have anymore. We can use that up trying to make that depot work with a southbound facing line. That's a mission. Yeah. There you go. Go on, 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 go on. There you go. Bit like that. Okay. You're going to want to play with your signalling here. Yeah, I know. You're going to want a bit of this as well. Yeah, that's fine. Right. Give me the things that I deserve and want. You want that? Yeah. I want this. No. Less clicky, carelessly, and more clicky, carefully. There you go. Right. Now, where are we going to be blocking this? That next one up doesn't look too promising. No, I think the train's going to be short enough. It'll work. All right, what about this one? Yeah, no, that train's going to be short enough. It'll work. Okay. All right, then. Well, you seem to have thought of everything. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, no, we're good here. We are. All right, okay, so that's all set. So the basic premise is we'll pick up logs from here, which will have an abundance. We'll then run down the line, stopping off there, where it will change. You'll get half as many planks coming out the other end of that. And then we will do a stop off down in Raccoon City to chuck the end product on the main line. But, you see, there is the slightest of chances here that we'll end up with some lumber coming back the other way. So we'll also stop off at the sawmill on the way back as well, just in case. That could have consequences that we might end up picking up planks from the sawmill, which we take to the forest and therefore are unable to carry a full load. We'll worry about that. People keep saying, why don't you just tell it what it can and can't pick up? And I got to go, that's a very good point. That would probably solve the problem. And you know what? I'm actually going to do that on this line. Phew. I know. I mean, just because I don't do it as a rule doesn't mean I don't know how to do it. Right, do that. Yeah. Do this. Yeah. Do that. Yeah. Do this. And we're golden. Right, okay. Now, how do you do that thing where you make it decide what... Do you want to give it a name first? Yeah, what is it? I reckon you have to call it Gotham. So I think this is Goth Rail. Is it ML? No, it's not ML. You sure? Yeah. Lumber. And in this case, that's totally fine. Production. Right. With a hashtag. Hashtag Gotham Rail Lumber Production. It's catchy. All the kids are using it, and it's got pictures of Miley Cyrus under each one. Shows who you're up to date. Should be Ariella Grande or something. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah. Right, what? Yes, you were going to tell it. Yes, I was. Okay, do this. No, not that one. No, this one. Right. So when you get to south, going to north, south going to north, you go this, yeah. And you only load nothing. Yeah. So we don't load anything from this when we're heading north. And that will fix it. Okay. You sure? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Fine. Good. Yeah. And then when you get to Raccoon City, yes. The only thing we should be loading is trees. Nothing else. All right. Okay. Good. Not that it really matters. I mean, it does. It matters insofar as it means that you're going to be less useful. But it doesn't matter in the sense of, well, if you're carrying something down the other end, then we're going to make profit no matter what. So what do I care? Right. Okay. So what we need now, here is our depot. What we need is for this to also have the opportunity to face southward. Now, I know exactly how I'm planning to do that. And it's not what you might call elegant, unless I execute it well. Now, we have the choice of peeling this way and doing a quick under and back, right? And then looping back on that way. That'll work. I mean, that could be a level crossing, or, you know, that could be a track crossing, that could be a little tunnel underneath, which might be quite nice. Or we go the other way, which is we peel off from here and gradually increase the height while swinging out ever so slightly so that we can get a rail bridge going over the top that then does the same thing. Yeah. Or, okay. Or, okay, yeah, all right. We create a branch that goes off this way, so onto a third track here that gradually goes underground, and then goes underneath the station before re-emerging back here and peeling back onto the main line. You know what? I think I like that one best. I know for a fact that the bridge build there is going to be just hellish. Because of the sharpness of the angles that I'm going to be using. It's just going to be hell on earth. So I'm not going to do that. We'll save... I mean, it's one thing to get stuck trying to make a bridge from time to time. It's another thing entirely to be making a bridge where you know you're just going to be hating every single second of it. Right, so we'll run this down here. It's just going to need a set of points at the end. But we'll get the parallels worked out first. Okay, where do you want to start going underground? Probably about there. Okay. Alright, so start. You're going to have to separate from that track. No, it's okay. If you do it like this. Alright, yeah, we are going to need steep downhill. Okay. It's not going to do it while there's a bit of track there. It's going to do it. Watch me. Alright, okay, here we go. Right, down. Alright, to there. Yeah, and down. Okay, yeah, and then keep going down. Don't you dare try and snap. There isn't too much slope at all. Keep going down. 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 That's not down. That's trying to snap to the flank. I just told you I didn't want you to do that. Stop trying to help me, game. I'm beyond... Oh, I know. What have I done there? No, it's all right. No, it just had a moment where I thought I'd broken everything, but I haven't, so that's okay. Right, keep going downwards. Further. There you are. Right. And again, if I have to do a little bit at a time, so be it. Now it's complying. Yeah. I'm probably going to want to revisit this because I don't know if I'll be able to get a bit of concrete retaining wall in there later or not. Anyway, let's keep... Construction's not possible. Flipping is. Totally possible. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. And we should be... Yes. Ish. Ish is, yeah, Ish is a place to start. Let's go for... Let's not go quite as deep. No, it's not go quite as far. I just want the tunnel. You're not there. I just want the tunnel. Not there. I want the tunnel. Give me the tunnel. There's the tunnel. Okay, I guess we have to go this far. Alright. Good luck finding the end. I've got it. I've got it. Alright, and then round. Yeah, but no longer going down. Coming up a bit? Yeah, coming up a bit. Yeah. Alright. Now, I mean, you might go, this is a completely stupid build that you've got going on here. You're going to go, it is a little bit, but at the same time, it's only ever going to be used by trains leaving the depot, and at the same time, it makes the depot just that little bit more interesting. You know, just interesting enough to care. If you say so. Right, now, I could just hook straight on here, right? And that'd be fine. But I think instead, we'll actually aim to hit this kind of corner apex bit here. About there. Okay. Yep, alright. So that's that done. Now, before I forget, let's put a set of points in here so that this actually works, because that's a thing. There you go, like so. Alright, and then we'll put in this bit of track that I took out in order to make this happen. Right, so go from there. No. Alright, so go from there. No. Is it not going to do it? All signs point to it. Don't really want to. Okay, well, look, just have the faith. I'm having the faith. And I'm having a very clear indication of it doesn't want to. Oh, no, no, it does want to. You just have to ask nicely. And voila. Okay, retaining wall in there, and that'll look absolutely terrific. Maybe some warning signs. Maybe don't written on a big yellow signpost of some description. That would probably work quite well. Right, carry on. That. Stop going uphill. That's silly. Okay, yeah, this doesn't feel very flat to me. There you go. How about now? Yeah, that changed everything. Yeah, that's completely affected the complexion of this entire build that you've got going on here. Right, and then slam it in over there. And that would work perfectly were it not for the signals. That's okay, because we'll just bulldoze the signals. Yeah? Yeah. Like that. Alright. And yeah, grab this, slap it onto there like it deserves it, and then it's paid extra for that kind of service. And you, sir, are golden. Right. Do you need a switch on that? Yeah, I do. Okay, well, put a switch on it then. There you go. Gimme. Super. Well, there you go. That about settles it. That's got it working perfectly. The only thing that remains to do is to try and put a train on there and see if it actually does work perfectly, or whether it's going to go, what? Place your bets. I think it's just going to work. I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. All right. Buy a train. No longer than 120, please. Steam? Yeah. Okay. Now then, do we want something big and bold and beefy, or do we want something that's somewhat slower but functional? This one, I like the look of you. You look to be about the right kind of delicacy to operate on this track. Now, obviously, it's sharing with the main line, and therefore it's going to the passenger line. Therefore, it's going to snarl that up. But I think that's part of the desirability of it all. Which way do you want it going? I think that way. You sure? Yeah. All right, cargo. Obviously, we want the 1890 naffies. Do we? That does 80. What does the old one do? The old one does. Please hold. In fact, you don't even need. You could just use a state car for this. You don't have to naffies it because it's a single whatnot. This one that does 80. We don't need to do 80. This one. That one does 80, but it's got 12. This is a bigger car. Well, this one also does 80. We don't. I mean, it's overkill. That does 50. See, the train's capable of 55. We could go with the proper old school stuff. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, actually, just take it up to 120 metres, however many that is. Power rating is mediocre. What does that mean? High is 33 kilometres an hour. Everything else is 50. Yeah, it'll be all right. And that's got a 70 capacity. That's good. Yeah, it might be too much. I can afford it. Well, make it happen then. Right, and then sling you on the Goth Rail lumber production. And it made the blip noise that it's going to work perfectly. Right. Now, we all want to ride this next section of track, right? I don't think there's any one of us here, swans, who don't want to ride this, but I would like to put it on record from the get-go that this is going to be a very unremarkable voyage. This first section, anyway. The latter section, once we're riding on the passenger line, it might be quite a delight. But this tunnel is going to be nothing to look at. It's the problem with tunnels in this game. It's the problem with tunnels. Full stop. Is, yes, they might be jolly practical, but ultimately, there ain't a whole lot to see once you're under there. And that's why tunnels are to be avoided, because they're not scenic in the slightest. And yeah, I'm going to have to rebuild all of this. But we've got the practical element in place. And that's really the only thing that we care about at the moment. We didn't even look at the train particularly. We just jumped straight on board, and that's super. Right, there you go. I even managed a modestly speedy corner here, which is a surprise to all of us, I think. Right, and then we start coming up here, and we see how much that bit of track that I complained about not being flat isn't flat. And if we're very lucky, there'll be a passenger train on the line running parallel with us. I don't think we could get that lucky, though. No, not today. Not this time. Oh well. You can't win them all. No, you can't. Not today. No. I'm still optimistic that we're going to get a passenger train rattle past, which would be fabulous. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Which is a little bit sad, but at the same time, it is somewhat inevitable, given there's only one train running on this route. For now, give it 5 minutes. I'll take us as far as the as far as the sawmill, and then we'll hop off, and I'm going to add an extra passenger train onto the Gotham Mainline, because that will look great. Right, off we jolly well go. Well, that worked. I mean, there was never any doubt. Of course, it was going to work. you'd set the points up correctly and create a loop that works. So yeah, that's, you know, don't be claiming a medal every 10 seconds. Right, I'm going to up the tempo by 1 notch. If we do see a train, I'll drop the tempo again. But it's just nice to actually soak in the environment from time to time, because you didn't check that. I didn't. You're right. From time to time, it is nice to just go like, oh, that's quite a nice view. Because on occasion, the views you think are going to be nice end up being, train. There you go. It's going the wrong way, obviously, but they all do that, so let's not worry about it. This is a corner and a bit, isn't it? Okay, well, let me tell you there, hotelier of note, when I swing round here for my second leg, I don't fancy your chances of staying in business. Yeah, Mrs. Miggins, she's stopped running a cafe now, and she's gone into the hotelier business, and it's going to end up as a bit of a disappointment for her. Yeah, just a bit of a disappointment, but I'm sure she'll be okay. All right, here we go. We've got a lovely bit of rolling track here. In my defence, I didn't just build this; I built this ages ago. What? Almost 4 episodes ago. I know, almost, and therefore, that's a problem created then. I didn't create it now. Trees look nice, don't they? They are quite voluminous. Yes. Yeah, it's good. This is why I don't ride on my trains very often, you know, because I've got precious little to say. That's why I do tracks and beats, because that way you can see it all in motion, and I haven't got to come up with all manner of filler rubbish while that's happening. Super. This could be laid out better, but at the same time, I think its level of kind of just industrial aesthetic or working aesthetic is quite suitable. Right, let's jump off. Condition of multiple vehicles is very poor. Yeah, but my bank account is looking absolutely rigid, and that's great. Now then, let's go fish up that passenger service. This is the Utopia Raccoon Passenger Highliner. I should say so. Have I got 2 on here already? You have. Alright, do you think there is a market for maybe 3? Well, if you're going down to... It doesn't even go to Raccoon City. Yeah, it does, because then you use your little... Oh, we didn't look and see how that's doing. How are you doing? You carrying? No. But you are profitable? Yes. Alright, well, it works then. Right, there's 26 passengers waiting to depart from there. Okay, that's fine. Then when you get to Gotham, you've got 211 waiting to go to Megacity 1. Okay, that's demand I maybe can't keep up with. Over here, we've got 330 waiting to go to Gotham. But nobody wants to go to UP. No, it's a hole, that's why. There's nothing there. And then once you get to UP, 34 waiting to depart. You know what? I think this does warrant one more train on there. Let's manage that and then clone it. Yeah. That's probably killed the profitability of that line, but it will mean that that line's going to be all the more exciting as a result. Good. Right. That is going to wrap it up for today. And also, that means that we're done on the eastern side, which means we can push west. Are you overloaded yet? Nope. Okay, well that's something. Yeah, we possibly ought to look at the profitability of these shipping lines. The cargo loader... Oh, no, there we go. Now we're overloaded. Shouldn't be. Look at all the stuff he's taking away. There's no way that should be overloaded now. It is, though. But it shouldn't be. Well, I don't know what to tell you. It is. This is going to need to be multiple ports, I think. And they're all going to need to be able to talk to one another in order to interchange freight freely. The one thing that I could do, because we talked about this last time, is set up a second port on this side, and then I could just shuttle between the two using trucks. Yeah, none of this is particularly appealing in terms of, oh, that's the way to do it, but, you know, it's... I think you might want a second berth here, you know. Yeah, it's quite possible. Should we have a crack at that now? Yeah, okay, go on. Alright, so if we were to put a second berth, large dock, will it fit? No. So maybe not this time? Maybe not this time. Okay. It won't fit. Why won't it fit? It's either going to be the bridge or it's going to be this truck stop that you've got in the way. Either way, it doesn't want to play. Oh, bum. Yeah. But that's a big job, and that's going to look absolutely spectacular when I'm done with it. It's going to look flipping terrific. What are you carrying there, homeboy? 2 units of steel, yeah, and 20 units of plastic. Okay, and that means that that's going to be going up to C17, right? Up tempo a bit. Let's get you unloaded before the end of the day. Yep. Yeah. But this is a shared cargo resource. You should be able to use all of it. Also, this is a pitiful amount that one freight flipping containing dude effort area can handle. Should be able to contain much more than that. I'm disappointed in you, and so is your mother. Right, I'm going to just check in on the other ports while we're here. Migo is absolutely killer. Yeah, Migo is pretty good. That's solid. Where are you heading? C17. What have you got? 2 units of coal, mate. Yeah, that was worth it. Yeah. Okay. Well, you can't win them all. And then where are you going? Well, take a wild guess. You're going for Port Miggins with 50 units of coal and 50 units of oil. Okay, then. Right, Peninsula's got the action. Yeah. How long have we been going? 35 minutes and change. You know what? What? Let's sort out a mainline. Look, there are enough mainline stations now that are... I've got the trains. The trains I don't think is the problem. I think the problem is I've not got the capacity. I think we need more capacity on this. You've got 76 million. Yeah, and look, the quality of these trains is not... Shut up, stop trying to justify it. I've already signed off. Okay, yeah, alright. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm scared. Yeah, you should be. Now, what I could do is I could just duplicate maybe 5 of these trains and stick those on there. That would be flipping exciting. How much profit is the route making overall? It'll be the top of the tree. 6.5 million. Okay, right. Yeah. And what we want to do is faster train. Look, it's only doing 20 odd mile an hour. It's kilometres per hour. Woeful. All right, okay, all right. Got to manage vehicles. Show me what we could be winning. All right, there we go. This one. Replace that with steam. Yeah. It's going to be the Atlantic because I like it and therefore I'm right. Now that does 100 kilometres an hour. It's also relatively beefy. Alright, current capacity on these is... That's 40, 60, 72. So we would want more than that. Okay. Alright, well that's the NAFI's 1890, because that will do 80. Yeah. Alright, okay. Well, show me what you got. Alright, so for more than 72, you're looking at... That's the 160 metre platforms that I think we're using at the moment, which takes us up to 96 capacity, which is better. 7 million a vehicle. It's going to wipe me out, but at the same time, these things make money. What's your power ratio look like? High grade, it drops to 36. Alright, well, he's on high grade at the moment. He's doing 19. So that would be more then. Yeah, I think we could probably cheekily add maybe 2 more of these. 180 metres. For 112 capacity, yeah. Alright, now. How much is that going to set me back? 64 million quid and change. Do it! Yeah! Alright, okay. Yeah, there it is. Now he's just lost his cargo. Oh, that's good, because, you know, nothing says I'd like to recoup my money, please, more than everything immediately losing its freight. Yeah, but it's going faster now, though. Ooh, look. Ah, no, you just missed a great view. Jump off. Yeah, we're wasting this moment. All right, yeah, the moment's clearly wasted. There we go. Why are you going backwards? And you're going forwards? Oh, because at the end of the line, it reverses on itself. Ah, yeah, and then because you've got a reversing loop, effectively at Peninsula, it means it'll start going the other way. Yeah. Now, eventually, when I configure this properly, I'll have to set it up so that all the freight trains go the right way all the time. And the reversing loop at Peninsula is what's going to facilitate that. And the second reversing loop at the other side of the river is going to facilitate that. Regardless, it's going to be facilitated and it's going to be marvellous. I want a little bit of... Yeah. No, come on, gimme. Just make it pause. I can't miss this shot. Right. Also, it's going the wrong way, so it doesn't matter. Right, get it coming the other way. Yeah, I know. Everybody hates the trains going backwards, but it's an extra level of challenge that is going to be appreciated by everybody sooner or later. All right. I don't know which way he's gone, but he'll rock up here in a moment. Trust me, he will do. Give it time. Give it time. Any second now. There you go. Look, see, look, cresting the edge of our viewable, and it'll rock on in. Now, what have we got waiting? We've got a cornucopia of various assortments of a bit of everything. All right, now let's see it load up. Bit of everything. Yep. There you go. Right. With a bit of everything on board, are you fully loaded or have we got some gaps? You've probably got, the occasional gap here and there. Nope, it's a full load. Oh, this thing's going to be making an unholy amount of money when it drops off. Mostly, though, what it's going to do is it's going to... The beauty of the mainline, the thing that it does better than anything else is it facilitates everything that connects with it. So as much as hooking stuff up to the mainline means that, the more you hook up, the better it runs. At the same time... just let's enjoy that for a second, shall we? Just wait for it. What? Yep. No, and yeah. With a bit, just the cheekiest of, slightest of viaducts with a bit of tree. Oh, come on, this should be working better than it is, but it isn't. There you go. Yeah, that's super. It's not super anymore, is it? No, we're mostly looking at trees now. Yeah, no, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Oh no, there's one coming the other way as well. Oh, what a smoke-filled marvel. No, the real joy of this is that the more successful it becomes, it generates success in everything else as well, because all of those little side passenger routes that the little side freight routes that you've got going on, they have more business that they can do. Whether it's the additional supply of bits and pieces that you've got coming in, or simply the amount of extra stuff that you're picking up. It's all just great. You know what else? What? I'm going to buy another one. You're going to put another train on the main line? Yeah. I've got, we're up to 17 million now. I think it's 17.5 is one train. I don't think it's that much. I thought it was like 7. Yeah. Where's the train? It's still doing the flipping helix, isn't it? You sure? Yeah. Pretty sure. Are you certain? Yes. How certain I'm very certain that it's in that tunnel. Here you go, look. There was a moment there where I wasn't 100% certain it was in that tunnel, but it was. So we can all relax again. Look at that. Yes. Now, I'm not even that big a steam guy, I think if I had to choose my personal era of trains preference, it's big, fat, heavy diesels hauling passengers. I know it's a bit of a mixture there, but even so, that would be my choice. But looking at this doing its thing with all of the flipping steam and smoke and steam coming out of it, it's bloody tremendous. Right, I do want to see how much this pays off, and then I'm going to buy one more, and then we're leaving. Okay, just putting it out there. There's a heck of a lot of line here for passengers that you're not using. Yeah, I know. I spotted that a minute ago. You going to do anything with it? I don't know. There you go. There's another one. There's another one going. Right, come on. You might not even drop everything off here, but just on the off chance that you're going to drop anything at all, that's $750,000. Yeah, okay, that'll do. You betcha woo. Yeah, right, come here. Yeah, and then clone it. Did that work? Based on my bank account, yeah. Alright, let's go say hello to the new one then. Yep, that's the new one. Where the heck is it? Where are we? Oh no! Oh, why have you spawned here? This is a dreadful place to spawn. I should burn this flipping depot to the ground. We're at Gallifrey. I'm in Colonel Failure, everybody. I'm gonna leave it to run out from here, and we'll see if and when it can be bothered to move. If. Big if. Big if. Tune in next time, where we turn our attention to the east and the conquest thereof. I've been Colonel Failure. Slow. There you go. Catch up then. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Right, I've just had my tea, and I'm waiting for herself to finish deciding whether or not she's coming with me on my expedition to the supermarket. I mention this just purely as just a snapshot, an insight, if you will, into the comings and goings here at Failure HQ. Yeah. Now, I mean, that's an aside, of course. What I genuinely wanted to talk to you about today was rum and raisin ice cream. Now, rum and raisin ice cream, that was a standard flavour in the 1980s. It was, it was up there. That was a primo flipping flavour, your rum and raisin. And you'd have it to start with, and you'd have a spoonful of it. And you go, oh, yeah, a bit of rum and raisin ice cream, very nice, very nice. By the time you're on spoonful number 3, you're kind of going, yeah, I'm pretty much over the rum and raisin ice cream now. This is, of course, before the advent of your Haagen-Dazs and your Ben and your Jerry. At least on this side of the Atlantic. I have no idea if Messrs. Jerry and Ben had already kicked off their frozen lactose comestible enterprise at that point. I'm pretty sure they did, actually. I think they were bunch of old hippies who just did some stuff with ice cream. But regardless, I had a very nice bowl of rum and raisin ice cream with a mince pie. 1 scoop, obviously, because the 3-spoon count. I recommend it. Herself she swears by bang the mince pie in the microwave to start with, and then dig in. And I'm like, nah, I can't be doing with it. There's too much faff involved. And I'll be honest with you. I don't often subscribe to the microwave because I see it as some kind of black magic wizardry that I want nothing to do with, and I'll use science to solve just about anything. But no, you can't trust a microwave. She cooks peas, garden peas, frozen peas. Yeah, she does them in the microwave, and I'm like, no, she'll put them in a bowl of water, stick them in the microwave, beep 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 beep, and bing, and all of that business. And the peas, they all taste fine, but I know they've been irradiated. I prefer to slowly boil them alive in some water. Well, it's not even that slow. You boil the water, you bang the peas in, bosh, 3-4 minutes, peas. Well, I mean, you've got peas to start with, but they're cold. So yeah, there you go. So anyway, I'm going out to the supermarket in a minute. If anybody wants anything, let me know in the comments.